In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the best blitz in Madden 26. And no, it's not a blitz you've seen yet this year. Again, this is something that I found three weeks ago. I posted on the Madden Academy and are trending now about 2 weeks ago. Like I said, at Madden Academy, again, I don't believe in like the ebooks, like mainstream Madden, how they teach it. So again, if you watch my Twitter, I release a lot of this stuff for free, like all the meta plays and counters and stuff that I do. I release all that for free. I don't do any ebooks. I do post it early for members and like our trending now. Again, we have a trending now, so you can see how like the meta connects with like the underlying structure of the game or 16 spaces. But like I said, I can guarantee you haven't seen a blitz like this the whole year. So let's kick it off. So this blitz is going to be out of the dime 3-2. I believe I'm in the Chiefs on defense, or no, I'm in multiple defense now. This is in the dime 3-2. I'm just picking cover for a drop. Again, let's run it. And again, this blitz comes in from multiple different angles. It'll either come in, I've seen it come DTA gap. I've seen it come DNB gap. I've seen it come linebacker B gap. I've seen it come off the slot. So, and that was sending 5 right there. And now, again, I'm going to send this with 4. And I'll get to the setup in a second. All right, I just want to show you what's possible with this. So, again, run this here. Again, boom, like the slot corner just ran in free. And like I'll show you in game as well. We'll get to that. So here's how I set it up. I go right on the D-pad. And then R1 to show blitz. I shift my D-line to the right. I crash down. I blitz the slot corner on the right of screen. And that's about it. I'll be honest too, like I never even actually, it's weird even like talking through the controls. I never think through the controls. I put the controller in front of me and I just do the thing. So I might have like said one of the controls wrong, but hopefully I didn't. So again, let's run it. And again, I'll do the 4-man version as well. Again, you can only send 4 in this. And like I said, it'll come DTA gap, linebacker B gap, DNB gap, or the slot will run free. Again, right there, I guess, this slot got picked up. But like I said, in an actual game, and like I said, I'll show you right here in my favorites. So you'll see in an actual game, it's actually really consistent. Practice mode is where it plays different from an actual game. So again, you'll see here versus a real opponent. And obviously this guy wasn't setting up pass pro. Again, I'm never going to claim to you like anything's like unstoppable, unblockable. Like I said, I don't do that bullshit, I'm not going to, was this guy setting up pass pro? No. But like I said, most people don't set up really any pass pro and fucking, nothing comes in. So again, this is first no pass pro right here probably. Again, I'm only sending 4 people, mind you that. And then I'll get into the weaknesses in a second. So 3rd and 13. And again, you'll see here what I mean, where it comes from all different angles. So again, here it comes from the B gap and the slot. I've seen this happen, and this does happen like 10% of the time, where it'll come B gap and it'll come from the slot as well. So this is a thing that happens. And again, I'll get to the weaknesses in a second. And again, I know some jackass in the comments going to be like, oh man, I just fucking throw it flat. I'm sure you win 99% of your games in head-to-head. I'm sure you do, brother. So... But like I said, yeah, there's, of course, every defense in the game has a weakness. You can beat everything in Madden. It's nothing's fucking unbeatable, unblockable. So, again, you saw it 3 times in a row in an actual game. Was this guy setting up pass protection? Probably not. But again, I've tried picking this up myself in play now mode. I'm not going to go through that now. But I've tried untargeting the user. I've tried even half sliding. A lot of like the common blockings don't really block this blitz right here. So I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how I would block it. I tried many different ways to block it. Even like a blocked halfback is kind of inconsistent versus it. But again, when you're sending 4 or 5 people, like I said, I'm just gonna 5 out. So I as the smartass in the YouTube comment would say, like I'll beat you to it. Yeah, you can throw like a flat on the right of screen. That's why you see me like moving over my linebacker to the right of screen and hard flatting him. Again, maybe if they do like an RP over there, it'll be good as well. So you could potentially do like cover 2 to the right side of the screen, right? So we could put your outside corner and a cloud. You could put the strong safety in a deep half if you're expecting it to scream. It'll kind of make up for the vacant flat here on the right of screen. Also, what's a little weird about this defense as well is when I show blitz my linebackers, my safeties move out as well. I'm not really sure how to fix that yet. So what I have to do, but this actually works in my favor a lot of times as well. So when people see like the safety spread out like this, I know someone right now, you or like someone in the comments is screaming, dude, I would just throw a seam route, you know what I'm saying? And that's, like I said, this is why this defense is also really good bait. You know, it kind of like works against you, but it can work in your favor in the same way as well because you're kind of baiting somebody to throw in the seam. So that's why you see me click onto my free safety and kind of like run him right at the start of the play, right? And that's like the lurk any seams. So you saw me like out bait here, right? I'm gonna like bait like any seam streaks immediately, like anything like running directly from 85 or 17, and I'll kind of like bait low. And I think it's also a good thing too because the blitzing slot comes off the linebacker side. So again, you see here, like I said, again, you're not just going to be able to throw like a seam streak up the middle. Again, I'm going to switch it to that free safety, make that a really scary throw, or just full on play that honestly. So those are some of the workarounds. And like I said, the flat on the right is open, but that's why you see me moving my linebacker from the left of screen to the right of screen and just putting him in a hard flat. And again, for stopping the run, you see two people come free here. Again, if you want to stop the run, you can send over the DN on the left of the screen right here. And again, we get him to a big down. So again, it's hard to get, like I said, the loop and dime is just absolutely, it's just so bad. So if I'm running dime, you know, I'm either running this blitz or I'm sending two people. If you were watching the channel maybe, I don't know, like a week or two ago, I was running this blitz pretty frequently. I'm running a lot of different defenses right now. Again, you'll see that on my twitch.tv/monogenobi987. Again, I'm in a lot of different defenses and offenses right now, just trying to learn everything about the game, because we never know what's going to be good next year, right? So again, it's good to kind of come out here and just kind of connect the dots. But yeah, this was something I found about 2 weeks ago, just from like playing head to head. And again, you see it's a really good defense. And again, it's obviously it has its weaknesses. Like I said, anytime. Again, with how I see the game and how I, teach it to, Madden Academy members, anyone that's in the 16 spaces system. Like I said, if you have 16 spaces on the field and, one defender guards each space on the field and you're blitzing like 4 or 5 people, you're going to be you're leaving like 11, 12 like spaces on the field wide open. Even if you drop 8 in coverage, again, you're going to be leaving like 8 spaces open. So anytime like you're saying like these 5-man blitzes, yeah, of course, like 11 of the 16 spaces of the field are going to be open. But from a defensive perspective as well, knowing that like just straight up zone isn't really the move. We have like ways to combat that, and that's through the system. Like I show people like the importance of like hybrid defense. But that's something once you get into the system you'll see. But again, if you enjoy this video, go ahead and like this. Again, if you want to see me like build off this video more, like dive into like the chess match behind it. Again, let's get like 50 likes on this video, or like just at least like let me see like 10 comments where it's like, yeah, I want to see more of this defense. And again, then I'll build an extra video where you'll see actual gameplay of me running this defense in a game, and I'll explain like the chess match behind it as well. And again, if you want more help on the chess match right now in Madden, again, mental over meta mastery, again, you can head to the maddenacademy.com. Again, we have the first ever decision-making system in Madden that helps you master play calling, adjustments, reads, to help you think for yourself.